Hey everyone, it is Sam and I am here to talk to you today about evil scary carbs and why you should run from them like you do a cute little ghost on Halloween. You shouldn't. You should pinch their face instead. Listen, you guys, carbs have gotten a really bad rap and I can raise my hand right now and tell you that I was pretty carb phobic and it was unfortunate. I want to just go over a better strategy than just being like, no carbs, they're horrible. And then blowing your diet once a week because you ate carbs, right? But before we do that, I want to make sure I introduce myself. I want to make sure I give you the ability to learn a little bit about me. I am Samantha Rowland. I am the founder of Bites of Wellness. I am a personal trainer, a nutrition coach. I'm also a faster way to fat loss coach. And the faster way to fat loss is actually the program that gave me the permission I needed to stop being so afraid of carbs. And y'all, this permission was something I really needed. And it was not something that I was willing to give up very easily. In fact, the first time I did the Faster Way program, I fought this tooth and nail. I was like, I know what's right for my body. I'm a nutrition coach. You know what? You want me to eat so many carbs? I'm going to cut that in half. And I'm just going to eat half. And I'm going to eat the rest in fat because I'm a fat burner and I don't do good on carbs. Y'all, I thought I knew everything about how to fuel my body efficiently. But every time I looked in the mirror, I didn't see progress. At least once a week, Dave would see me in the kitchen, literally drizzling honey on almond butter and like stuffing it in my face as fast as possible because I truly needed the carbs. I needed the energy. My body was depleted and I just could not crave carbs. It was like insatiable. And finally doing the program the right way, I found out that carb cycling instead of carb avoidance is the key. Now, some of you might have a background where you have been really into low carbs. Doing low carb was the only way I lost fat. It's the only way I lost any weight. And how do you look right now is always my question back, right? Is that something you could have sustained for a long period of time? Is that the way you can live your life for a long period of time? And what happens when you add carbs back in? Does it become a free-for-all? Is carbs the only thing you can think about once you add them back in? Is that when, as soon as you do that, you're like, oh my God, I blew my diet. Oh my God, all weekend I'm going to just drink wine and binge eat, right? Like, if we go from such a restrictive place of carbs are evil, right? And you start feeling the fatigue, trouble sleeping, trouble performing in the gym, kind of feeling like you have a 20-pound weight vest on just doing normal stuff and wondering like, this used to be easy. Why isn't this easy anymore? Maybe you're not being able to pick up as much weight as you used to, run as fast as you used to. All of those things you may notice when you're doing a low carb lifestyle. And as great as the benefits of being able to use fat for your fuel, which is what low carb does, it helps your body use your stored body fat and the fat you eat, which ends up, we'll talk about that in a second, sometimes being overeating. But you end up using that fat and your body becomes really crappy at being able to utilize carbs. Well, then what happens when you do have carbs once a week, once a month, whatever it is, your body doesn't know how to use those carbs. So it kind of freaks out a little bit and it almost acts like you're a type 2 diabetic where your muscles physically the insulin can't get those carbs into your muscles. So it all just kind of messes up your bloods and you don't feel so great. And then, you know, it's just weird. And then your brain ends up taking most of the carbs because it loves carbs. And then your brain's like, I want more carbs. And that's why you get that cycle of once you break your low carb, it's so hard to go back, okay? So instead, I am going to recommend that you try carb cycling. What carb cycling does is you have days of low carbs followed by days of high carbs. This is the way that you keep your metabolism metabolically flexible, which means that you can use body fat or fat from your food, but you can also use carbs, and when your body gets carbs, your muscles know how to use them. So try carb cycling instead of fearing carbs. If you have absolutely no idea how to carb cycle, or if you are like me and this all sounds great in theory, but you are super resistant to trying to add carbs back in, you've been low carb for a while, I want you to truly think about investing in yourself and finding a more long-term sustainable program that you can utilize for the rest of your life instead of the next month, and join me for the faster way to fat loss instead. You guys, I went through these struggles so I can really help you. I am amazing at really listening to what you need in this program and trying to provide resources to help you instead of just talking at you, if that makes sense. So I really want you to learn this so that this can become really your program and you can implement it in your life. It is very flexible. However, it is not always easy to implement without a coach. And I can tell you that just from personal experience. I had a lot of fighting with myself trying to implement this program until I had a coach that was able to walk me through on a day-to-day basis why I was doing something, helping me remind myself of my goals and helping me see the progress sometimes when I wasn't seeing it for myself. So I really, really hope that you look into the Faster Way to Fat Loss program. I'll throw a link in the comments as soon as this is over. If there's any questions, no questions. If you have a question when you watch this, or if you're catching this on the replay later on and you tend to have a question, throw it in the comments below. I will be more than happy to answer any of your questions on carb cycling. But I truly want to just give you this information so that you know why carbs aren't evil, okay? Carbs actually help you make you feel better. And in all honesty, a handful of nuts versus a handful of strawberries when you are hungry, which one do you think you are more likely to overeat on? And this is why carb cycling worked for me, because I was overeating the nuts all the time and I was overeating my calories because of that. So try carb cycling. If you have any trouble, send me a message. If you want a coach, I am your girl and I cannot wait to see you in the faster way. Hope you have a great day. Leave your comments below and share if it was helpful for you.